I think I feel the most beautiful when I'm with someone who I feel comfortable around. I've noticed that when I don't have to constantly be aware of what I look like, I think is when I feel most beautiful. Again, I think also when I'm playing dress up, like when I'm dancing by myself, that's when I feel really beautiful. Sometimes, yeah.
Walking down the street, listening to music, especially when an old lady compliments my outfit. And when I'm dancing ballet, I think, when I'm performing, or when I used to. I hope to feel beautiful like that one day again. Yeah, just when I'm making art of some kind.
Maybe take time to look at the parts of yourself that you've been ignoring or not even aware that you were ignoring, which is hard because, like, how do you even do that? But I think it's being truthful with yourself and how do you define truth, you know? I think I show myself love by giving myself time to take care of myself and to listen to myself. I can hear all the signals coming from my body telling me what I'm missing or what's hurting me and not helping me.
I think I show myself love by taking lots of bubble baths, by eating pomegranates as much as I can when they're in season. I think prioritizing me being comfy is how I show myself love.
It's hard to say how I learned about love, other than I think there's the innate love we understand as human beings, and then how we're displayed it, whether it's through like parents or I think a lot of it's movies too, like princess movies. I had weird examples of love. Yeah, I didn't not healthy versions for sure.
I think maybe because I didn't see it as much in real life growing up, I picked up more from movies and whatnot, and so now my idea of it, and also from my experience of it, is very like idealized and very like a movie. Which I think is good. Maybe not the most realistic, but yeah. You have a lot of things coming, obviously. Turning inward, caring for that inner child. You can kind of see that going on here. Asking yourself, like, what at my core do I really want? And then focusing on, okay, how do I get to those baseline wants and needs? I wish that we got that conversation.
I know, I was thinking that we're talking about it. Just the universe knows that we know.
Yes.
A moment I think I felt the most loved was when I remember just crying to a friend over some particularly brutal situation that had happened, and it was just nice to be like held by her, and it's really my friends, I feel like, who make me feel loved.
There was a moment where I was floating on my back and he was like holding me up, and I remember behind my head was the setting sun, and then in front of my gaze was the moon, and then next to me was this person that loved me so much and that I loved as well, and I felt so much in that moment. I was like, the universe is like charging me with so much love and light and energy. Yeah, and I just felt so at peace and held, like literally, but also figuratively. What have you learned from heartbreak?
That it won't last forever, and that it is not as personal as it feels, and that it's just absolutely necessary. I think it's a human experience that everyone will have. Definitely that it's temporary and it's growing pains. It is fully just growing pains.
I have learned to be okay with not forgiving people. I can love them still and love who they are as people, but I'll never forgive that version of themselves or what they did, because that version of themselves doesn't deserve forgiveness. What have you learned from love?
Everything is worth it because of this. Everything I've ever gone through, everything I've ever experienced is so fucking worth it, because at the end of the day it was all love, I think, and at our core we're all love. That's everything we came from, everything we're going towards.
Love in every form is just as valuable as the next. It just depends what time it is in your life and what time you need it. All of it is so enchanting, I think.
I see it everywhere, I feel it everywhere, and the times when I can't feel it, I know it's still there, even if I refuse to accept that. It's always going to be there for me, and when I die, that's what I'm going to become again.